welcome back to Blockbuster Bums. Kick back your recliner, crack open a beer, and let's talk movies. And today we'll be talking about Terminator Dark Fate, the sixth and final installment, at least for now. I suppose they can make another one, of the Terminator series, which came out in 2019. Arnold's not getting any younger, so maybe they will just call it quits here. Who knows?
Arnold's forever.
I smell a reboot.
Well, I guess that's always possible. Here comes The Rock.
That's not gonna happen.
By the way, did you guys see him lately? He's like really slimmed down. He's like lost a whole bunch of
He's
weight.
been catching a lot of
Quit
bad
juicing, I'd
publicity.
guess.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people were saying. Like he finally cycled off.
About time.
I'm not gonna judge him for that. I'm gonna judge him for the weird shit he does on set and other stuff. Like he's been catching a lot of bad stuff and everything. For his character's been shown a little bit more recently, and that's it's not as polished as what everybody's been made out to be.
Fair enough. Well, all five of us are here. I think you've heard most of us speak at this point. And that being said, I don't think I have any more housekeeping. Ray, had you seen this one before?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they I think I talked about it last episode. So they put the trailer out and it was like all hyping it up. James Cameron's coming back. I'm like, okay, sweet fucking deal, awesome. He's gonna bring back Linda Hamilton. Great. So I don't think I went to the theaters and watched it. I wait till it came out and then I bought it or whatever, or rented it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, first, like, what is it, 10 minutes or 5 minutes? And John Connor died. I'm like, what the fuck are they going with this now?
I love that though. That was so brutal. Like
So I was in shock. I was like, holy crap, where are we going with this one? But as the storyline goes, I'm like, not a bad movie, really. I didn't mind it. Linda Hamilton just rolling like she would, badass grandma, blowing motherfuckers up. She don't give two fucks no more. Let's go with Linda Hamilton. The new girl, I didn't mind. She was pretty legit. The female Terminator thing, it's whatever.
She's not a Terminator.
Whatever. Hybrid
She's
human.
enhanced human.
Enhanced. Whatever, bitch.
that's like a woke way of saying Terminator.
She's a tall lady.
And then the new Terminator, I mean,
masculine.
pretty legit idea. I mean, I don't really have no problem with it. But yeah, I mean, I guess a good way to finish the trilogy, because that was the whole purpose, was James Cameron come back so he can finish the trilogy, because it goes 1, 2, Dark Fate, which is the timeline for this one. So, I mean, good on them for that. But, I mean, it's not like they're coming up with anything new innovations. It was just a decently good Terminator movie. So,
Fair enough. Tom, this was a first watch for you, correct?
It was.
And?
Like I said, you had. I mean, yeah, you had my attention. Like in the beginning, like I said, when John finally gets shot and died, like we saw it happen. Like, and it would be that easy. Like it's a child and everything. Like yeah, like come on. Like you don't even have to make the Terminator as yoked as Arnold and everything to do this. Like, I mean, but no, like I loved that. I was on board from there. After that, honestly, the pacing of the movie, the acting, and just the overall feel of it. I've never seen the Sarah Connor Chronicles, just to say this, but when you said that those existed, it just, when I looked at it, I was like, this could be just 2 episodes or 3 episodes on Netflix. Like,
I mean, yeah.
To me, it didn't seem cinematic worthy as far as storytelling. Like, I was like, I could like, watch it up to this point, but like, there's episode 1, here's episode 2, and then here's the 3-part trilogy type thing, or like a TV special. But I did not get any type of big Terminator cinematic movie feel from this. Like just because everything's it's what we've got in all other movies so far, but it was just sped up because it was familiar to us.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it only works if you are familiar with the Terminator like storytelling. Because if not, you would probably like, oh, this is just happening real fast. But like, it's happening fast because we don't need the backstory. We've been told it 5 movies now. Like, you're not really giving us a whole lot new and everything, except for the little tidbits that are here, and they're not even intricate enough to like. They're still the same drum we've been beating. They're not intricate enough to throw you off or make you think.
Yeah.
But I will say, like I said, entertaining. I'm always there for Arnold, but once again, yeah, they did. This was the epitome of trying to make a human trying to make their creation more like them and all that. They just want to humanize the Terminator so much, and this is exactly what I've been talking about since episode 2. Like,
Barry, again, this was your first watch, right?
Yeah. And as I was watching, I thought this is in fact another Terminator movie. I watched it without having watched 3, 4, or 5. I watched 5 after watching this, and I was glad of that because I became aware that this was
Self-aware?
kind of like a sequel to T2. And I thought, oh, that's good. I'm not going to have the baggage and the negativity from these other movies. I hear what people say about them.
all new negativity.
Yeah, and this is another example of something that I didn't hate while I was watching it, although I did feel like it was just going on and on at certain points. Like I just wasn't invested like I wanted to be. And again, I guess I'll just say it didn't move me at all. It's 2 hours of noise and nothing, but did it have its entertaining moments? I guess. It wasn't great.
AJ, this was your first watch as well.
Was, yes.
And
Yeah, I liked it overall, but it's definitely not T1 or 2. Had its moments that were really cool. I don't get bummed out by Arnold's Terminator being more human. I'm okay with that. I don't want to see like all the Terminators more human, but I'm okay with it for Arnold.
That makes sense.
I like the new Terminator. Like it was cool. I like that they're
you
both
mean the Rev 9?
yeah, the Rev 9
Okay.
and the enhanced human cyborg whatever. I like that it's more like agile and fast paced than just like, I'm going to pick you up and smash you into a wall. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but we've seen a lot of that. But I like, the agility of the fight scenes in this was cool.
Mm-hmm.
It did go on way too long.
It did.
I feel like the final showdown could have taken place at Arnold's cabin, and it would have been probably a lot tighter and better. But yeah, I don't know how they would have finished it off there. But
I was expecting for the showdown to be in Laredo. Like that's where I
Yeah,
wanted it to happen.
exactly, yeah. So
Yeah, I would agree with you. I do feel like it drug on. I was pretty done with it by the time the final fight scene rolled around. I was kind of like, okay, please get this over with. um, I do agree with Ray. I did like old lady Sarah Connor. Like it was an interesting character. I don't know that I really had any strong feelings one way or the other about Danny or about Grace. Like when Grace died at the end, I wasn't like bummed out or
Yeah.
anything. I was just kind of like, oh, okay. Like, Danny, you have no tie to her. I guess she's the new John Connor, but like we've been dealing with John Connor for 5 movies. Like we know everything there really is to know about John, I guess, at this point. Like we know nothing about this new character that is all of a sudden the savior, and all these new characters at the same time was kind of odd, I guess. And then I don't have as much of a problem with it as Tom, I guess. I know Tom's been talking about it for 6 movies now about
This was
Arnold's
what
character
happened.
becoming humanized. But it was weird when he's like, "Oh, I feel bad for you that I killed your son, even though that's my entire purpose in life is to kill people. Now I feel bad for doing it, so I'm going to help you kill Terminators."
Well, it wasn't exactly that. It was that he had no purpose anymore,
Yes.
and he seen what was it, his girlfriend,
His purpose became raising that other kid.
because he seen his girlfriend getting beat by somebody, and then he took them on, and then he started to feel sympathy, But it wasn't just, oh, I felt bad because I shot your kid. It built up to something to that.
But in reality, that's the end. That's the end game, though. Is I feel bad because I killed your kid because now I have a kid. You know,
He's
like
a learning computer. Like
Yeah.
he learned humanity by staying with the
I'm
family.
I'm already hung up with the concept of purpose. So,
I
why are you contemplating existential crisis as a machine?
He had
Like,
nothing else to do, Tom. He
I-
killed John Connor.
He'd been
He had
reading a
nothing
lot.
else to
the
do.
logical thing to do. You have a nuke in your chest. After you've done that, why not kill everyone else in this radius and all that? Like just nuke them all.
He
Because he
can't
wasn't
self-terminate.
programmed for that, Tom.
Oh, he's not. Oh, but he
He's
can
not
think,
programmed
but
to
he can think.
self-destruct.
He can think outside the box in every other capacity. Then he can sit
Yeah.
here and pontificate about all sorts of bullshit and everything, and try to like
He's not-
redeem himself and
He's
all
not
that. But he
programmed to
can't nuke it
self-terminate.
after he killed a 12-year-old
He
kid.
cannot self-terminate, Tom.
Yeah. I sit
can't do
somewhere in the middle. I agree with the idea that trying to humanize the machines does take away to some degree from what this story is. But I also take AJ's point, particularly with Arnold, that this is your guy, this is your main character, this is your main draw. So the idea of just keeping him as robotic for, 12 to 15 hours of movie, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
So you got to give him something there to work with. And I have a strong take. I hate old Sarah Connor. I think she's utterly obnoxious.
I'm kind of.
What?
I agree with you.
I do.
Yeah.
Not
oh
like,
wow.
I
Yeah.
do not like bitter Sarah. Yes.
Yeah, I got no use
I'll-
for her.
I'll go with
I don't
that.
care if once in a while she
I don't
kills
like
the
Grace from the
Terminator.
Hispanic broad, though. Either, so.
I'd tell her, you got to get the hell out. She's obnoxious.
I fucking
Oh,
love Bitter
yeah.
Sarah.
No, here's my thing. I really think the other two women, and Danny and Grace, were completely and totally fucking unreasonable at Arnold's cabin.
Yeah.
The person or machine, whatever he is,
Yeah.
that killed your son in cold blood is standing in front of you, and you have to act completely normal, and you're being ridiculous
Yeah.
by not acting normal.
Yeah,
Also,
that
get the
was
fuck
disrespect,
outta here.
It's a
yeah.
Terminator. If Sarah Connor shoots him in the head with a shotgun, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, the
Right.
only one there that has years of experience with this shit, and you're telling her to calm down.
Yeah.
Well,
Shut up, ladies.
but they had a good point in that. I mean, you need him,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And
Not really.
AJ's also
Maybe.
right.
They didn't
and,
even know who he
like,
was
so
yet.
what? She shoots him.
It's fine.
Right. I mean, or maybe this one does kill him. You don't know what's going to happen to a Terminator. But no, AJ's absolutely right on that, in my opinion.
Really?
Yes, but here's my
But
thing
really,
though: is like expecting her to act rational in that moment is the most asinine thing in the world.
Yes. Yes.
She doesn't really present rationally at
Well,
all throughout the movie, so
but
I
that's
certainly
the
wouldn't
thing is-
expect it there.
Nobody knew who was going to be on the other side of that door. They didn't
No,
know.
that's
Like
true.
that was the thing. So yeah, if like because once again, like all they knew is that this person has been helping Sarah like find the location where Terminators are spawning, and this is also the destination that you were told to go to for safety and all that. So yeah, I'm not gonna let you get emotional and shoot my contact for safety and all that, because newsflash to Sarah, in this time reality, Skynet doesn't exist. It's Legion. So the whole idea that you were Mother Teresa and that John was gonna save is just a fantasy. Wasn't gonna happen in this timeline. It was supposed to be this little Hispanic.
Right, because
broad.
I already took care of my business. You haven't taken care of shit yet. All you do is faint every 5 seconds because your body can't handle your upgrades.
And
yeah,
the ones that. Yeah. Just
Oh, yes.
utter nonsense.
Yes, I have issues.
yeah, it's lame as
It,
fuck.
it
And that's
honestly,
the other thing with Sarah.
It gave
is,
me real Universal Soldier vibes,
Oh,
where
yeah.
Van Damme kept having to cool his body off, whatever. And
Yes,
fight so
yes.
much. That's where I was like, oh, I see where you all pulled from. Like,
From the documentary
Yeah.
Universal Soldier.
that's the other thing with this
Jean Claude
with this movie. Sarah is pretty upfront about who she is. I kill Terminators and I drink until I'm blacked out and I don't deal with people.
Yeah,
Like she has no qualms with who she is. She's not like, oh, I'm this great person that walks around treating people well and is
Right.
cool as shit. Like, no, she's like, no, I'm a fucked up human being that watched my son get murdered in cold blood, and now my ultimate goal is to kill Terminators.
Yeah.
Well, at this
Like,
point,
I mean,
but
that-
at
that's
this
your
point,
life.
she's bought into her, like, this future's gonna happen now. The savior of humanity's gone. You're just waiting for like the bombs to happen now. Like, so yeah, if I like can imagine everything she's been through and everything, thinking about 1 and 2, but like, yeah, you're probably just gonna drink and kill shit until the end of the world. Like,
Yeah,
you're-
but she also,
Why not?
I don't know. Does at the end of 2, she thinks it's over though, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she thinks. I mean, technically she's
Yeah.
right. Whatchamacallit, the original company,
Skynet.
Skynet does not happen.
Mhm.
Now Legion happens, which is, just different, I guess. But like
Yeah, different timeline.
John and Sarah succeeded. Their mission
Yeah.
was success. Danny's mission is now in limbo,
Yeah.
I guess.
John and Sarah succeeded until 1997.
No, they succeeded overall. Skynet never happened. They succeeded.
Right, because this
their
one
mission was a total
ignores
success.
Rise of the Machines.
But it doesn't matter because now there's Legion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, but that's
and these
Dan-
are my problems with
But
these
that's
movies.
but that's
It's like it
Danny's
doesn't.
problem.
The stakes don't matter because they'll just
Well,
add
it-
something else.
It all depends.
time
in-
travel.
Yeah, which
That's
time?
too much.
Which timeline do you live in, Barry?
Eh,
That determines how much you're screwed.
Now I
yeah.
will say this though. One thing with Sarah I did have a problem with, and I even think even Ray might have it, but side with me on this, is I didn't like that she was the one in this movie to say "I'll be back."
Yeah, that was.
I was
that
like,
that's-
no,
they're
fuck
doing,
you.
yeah,
Arnold's in
they're-
this movie. He needs to say it.
Yeah, too many call. There's gonna be too many callbacks.
They were
Yeah.
callbacks to this movie in its own movie.
Yeah.
Like I said, this movie was so redundant. It became a parody of its own self.
Yeah.
As I was watching this movie, I thought that this is, and I'm a child of the 80s and 90s.
It's TV.
This is
version.
a direct to VHS or to
Yes.
DVD
Yes.
movie. And
This belongs to the
under
Sci-Fi
those
Network.
circumstances,
It's an
because
original
that would have
series.
happened, you probably wouldn't have gotten Arnold back,
Mm-hmm.
but because it was
I
going to
don't
be a
know.
theatrical release, you get Arnold back.
You would have got his stunt double.
All right. You would have gotten somebody that looked somewhat like Arnold.
Yeah. What's Lorenzo Lamas doing nowadays?
Yes.
It's just like
Get him on the juice.
I did think right after the scene where John Connor got shot at the beginning that they missed an opportunity and that Terminator should have been played by Danny DeVito. That just would have been hilarious.
to throw everybody off. Like, turns
So-
out twins. They're
Want
both
some Jersey
Terminators.
Mikes?
Like,
Here's another question I have for everybody. What do we after we've dealt with Arnold through 5 movies, okay, before this, where we refer to him as Arnold because he has no name. He's just the T-800 or the T-850. But in this movie, he's Carl.
Yeah, Carl.
Didn't care for that.
What does everybody
Well,
think
he was
of Carl?
Pops in T5,
I guess that's true. They did call him Pops. in
but Carl's funnier.
Yes.
I like that he landed on Carl and just the lifestyle, or said like it was humorous. Like I think at this point Arnold just has fun with the role.
And he owns a drapery business.
Yeah,
Like he's telling stories to
Yeah.
them about selling drapes while they're waiting on the army guy to show
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Like he was giving interior design fucking advice to people in his house, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Well, it was funny though. I
It
liked
was
it.
funny,
I liked
yeah.
that
Yeah, I
part.
like it.
Yeah.
But watch it. Like I mean, I guess as a machine would, like like hey, this is like perfect algorithm for this, or what? Yeah, I once again, I didn't like that they tried to make him more human, but the humanity brought that humor to it, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's not what I look for in a Terminator movie. Because even when he got shot, I can't remember what his wife's name was or anything, but he's like, this is going to be very hard to explain to so and so and all. It's like, yeah, probably would be rough, bro. Like,
How do you live with a Terminator for 10 years or whatever they said it was, and
our relationship is not physical.
that's like that's so asinine. Regardless whether you sleep together or not, like
Yeah, because I know she got drunk a couple times. They probably tried to fill up on him.
I imagine like though as
Hey,
like
Carl.
it was a machine. You're not going to get a reaction out of it.
oh, not only that, but
That's what
like
I mean.
accidents happen. Like
Who? Wait a minute. What do you mean by who?
but anything like I'm saying, things fall, things hit things, you hit things, like things like this. He would go to hit something and go through it. Like human beings don't do that. Or things would fall on him and bounce off and not
yeah.
hurt him. Like
I think he has a better control of his strength. Like I said, I would be more worried about like if he fell off something, but like, ooh, a human couldn't take a 4-story fall and just walk away.
Yeah.
Like it would be that kind of stuff to where like, but once again, if you're just interior drapes, like Like, really, what kind of danger are you doing? Like,
Well,
it's
maybe he's playing the gay man then. Maybe they're just a live-in couple.
well, yeah, like,
I mean, they
yeah,
kind of
they
are.
just
Yeah.
are, yeah.
He's asexual. Yeah.
Yeah.
Asexual, yeah.
Once again, it's just a machine. Like, but
So-
also too, with that personality, like, because he had that conversation of like someday my past is gonna come up to like here and everything. Like, I imagine if somebody that size and that like stoic and serious all the time says that to you, like, I'm probably not gonna pry too much into that past. Like, especially like you said, you see how this person acts and they don't break character for years. Like, yeah, you're gonna be like,
Yeah.
yeah, this person's probably seen some shit. Like, it's like they're still wherever they're. Like, you would think they have PTSD from a war or a fight or something.
I mean, that's very true.
Yeah, what do you think he told them about his past?
He didn't say anything. Like I said, he just says someday he'll catch up.
No, I mean, I
Like-
know that's what he says to us, but I mean, like, who takes that? Like, hey, I have a past. Someday it'll catch up to us and put your life in danger, but I'm not going to say a single other word. No, that doesn't work.
That a guy that size, I'm gonna
I'd-
take whatever he tells me.
And no, that
Yeah,
means
but like
he's
if
taking
if,
care of,
if you're scared of him, then you're not going to raise your
But
child.
see, they're
with
not
him.
scared of him
Ah.
because he's gonna protect
Yeah,
them.
they were scared of someone else.
Yeah.
No, I get that, but what I'm saying is you're saying they're not going to ask him questions because he's scary. Well, then you're scared of him. Then you've
I
already
would-
established you're scared of
I
him.
would say you're not going to ask questions because he is taking care of you, your child, to a perfect T. No fallibility.
Mhm.
Like the no fallibility,
Mhm.
nothing. Like never raising your voice at all out of frustration or anger. Like you're talking about a perfect human that's came across and everything in your eyes. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, you're not gonna rock that boat. Like especially with someone who's came out of nowhere and everything like that. Like,
Well, here's my other question. In the last movie, we talked about, potentially Sarah being fucked up because she was raised by a robot. Do you think that had any effect on this boy? Like he's half raised by a robot.
he had a
He has a
human
he has a
mom.
human mother.
I would say he
but-
probably has a really good sense of stoicism.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
but once again, stoicism, great work ethic, because you're gonna be like, dude, like this guy raised me, like he worked nonstop. He never got tired.
Never called him
Like,
sick.
yeah, like
Never
never
called
called that.
sick,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like just well, think about that. Like, imagine how you tell those stories about people you do admire who are hard workers or like great achievers. Like that's all you would see and all that until like you try to get that human side and everything. We're like, yeah, he's just very bad at dad jokes or some shit like that. Or it's like, yeah, he's not much in conversation. It's really dry. Like, yeah, it would just be different. Because, like I said, you still have mom there. You're still going to school. Like, it's not like you're not interacting with humans. He's not the other Sarah Connor where, like, well, we're just gonna not let you socialize with humans. And you're just gonna hang out with me to survive. Like,
It's true.
Yeah.
So another thing I had was, we learned fairly early on that obviously there's something special about Danny that she needs protected.
she knows English perfect. Like,
And then Sarah says, "Oh, you're going to be the mother to the savior of the human race." And Grace just goes with it and never corrects her. And we go on for majority of the movie after that, functioning under that. They even talk about it multiple times.
Yeah.
And then she finally tells her, "No, it's actually you. I mean, essentially, she's John's character, not Sarah's character. Why keep it a secret at that point? Like, I didn't understand why she couldn't just tell her, like, Sarah, no, you're wrong, actually."
she was told to by Grace. Remember, Grace told her, "Is like, hey, my past me won't be able to handle it." Like,
Oh, you mean
Oh,
by
yeah.
you mean by Danny or
Yeah,
something?
that's
Danny.
it. Yeah,
Danny, yeah.
yeah. But yeah,
I
that's
was
why.
confused for a second. Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, 'cause,
Danny,
like
yeah.
she was told.
That's true.
by-
She did say that.
Yeah,
yes.
by future her, but, like, don't say it. So like I said, that'd be the whole thing. Of, like, you're watching this girl go through all of that. I think that's why she even said, like, in passing to Sarah and everything. I can't even remember what it was to some effect. Like, why do you cuddle her? Why do you entertain? Pretty much like, why are you babying her and all that? And it's like, and Sarah was like, because I was once her. Like, so Sarah's has that empathy, whereas this broad has never known her or that type of lifestyle and mentality. So you get this whole thing. I was like, all right, well, if this bitch is that soft, like, when does she harden up and become the person that saved me to become the leader of the human race? Because, like I said, like right now, I'm not seeing it.
By the way, when the flashback scene to when Danny saves Grace when she's a little girl, did Danny not look like way younger than she does in the current day?
Yeah.
I think it's just a hairstyle because she had the braids in.
I was waiting for more of a fight on that. That whole thing
Mm-hmm.
was like lackluster as well. I didn't like the whole like I'm just gonna give a rah speech and all of a sudden like that's gonna end it and we're just all gonna join forces together. Like I didn't buy into that.
I don't buy her as a badass.
No, she didn't sell that point at all in either timeline.
Well, this has nothing to do with Danny per se, just the movie. But the scene where she can't shoot a gun, she can't aim, and all you have to do is tell her that they killed your family
Oh
members,
my
and all of a
god,
sudden she has good aim.
it's
Yeah.
Star Wars all
Yeah.
over again. That's all it is.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
just believe in yourself and you're gonna be great at whatever you do.
That's what I
Like
tell my kids.
yeah, like just pure fuckery. That's how I seen her like character in this. I'm like, oh, so you just had to believe in yourself and you can save the human race all of a
She
sudden.
already had the abilities.
Yeah.
She,
Yeah, way
she
to go,
just needed to believe in
scavenger.
herself.
Yeah, not years of training or any type of knowledge or
Yeah, we'll
like,
just take a whole trilogy and put it within a year of itself. and
Yeah.
just- you're just the baddest Jedi of all time.
yeah. I got a bunch of Rey vibes from that story arc.
I didn't really put that together until you just brought it up. But when you're saying it, it makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
like I said, like there are so many tropes in this movie that I really think I could put together a pretty good drinking game out of this. Like I really think I could. You'd be hammered halfway through.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're burning through this pretty quick. I'm not mad about it.
I mean, well, we haven't even touched on the T-1000 or whatever his name
Oh yeah, the
is.
new Terminator.
Yeah.
Oh, the Rev 1 or Rev something.
Rev
One,
9.
the
Rev
Rev
9,
9,
yeah.
Like, I don't know, it's like,
Rev 9. Yeah, I mean, you have a new Terminator, I guess, who's essentially chasing them because Grace's whole model in keeping Danny alive is to infinitely run forever.
yeah, like,
Yeah, that was stupid as
No
fuck.
plan
Yeah.
and no fighting. Like just run, pass out periodically as we run, and then continue to run. Like that's her whole plan.
Well, I mean, that's the philosophy of normal life nowadays is just run from your problems and
Yeah.
not face them head on or do anything about it. Just wait for the government to pay you off.
see that those chase sequences are what made me think this could just be a series.
Yeah.
Because like I said, just like if you even kind of see where the lulls after the chase scene happened, to where like, all right, this is where it would fade away. That's episode 1. Like, or this is where it fade away. That's the cliffhanger of this season type shit. Like everything about this movie just kind of lends itself to me like Barry said, like it should be either straight to DVD or it's like a made for TV original series. Like
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing those, at least Sarah Connor and Danny going on a couple adventures together.
yeah,
I would.
but that's exactly what I felt like it was here, to where like, all right, this is just, like I said, you're just, all right, you made it through the whole highway scene. That's one episode. Now we're like, oh, the dam scene. That's
Oh,
like
yeah.
and it's like you can break it down and everything. Even like fuck the cargo plane fight and flight and all
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Like that could even been a whole episode. Like you can chunk down the runs and all that. Or even when he stopped him at the border and all, like that would be a big cliffhanger to have him there. Like,
I mean, that's true. I mean,
which shout out to that. It makes me think that we could really do more with the border after seeing that.
As I was
Like-
watching that, I was like, there's no way that they have this many. Maybe they do. I was like, it's not that tightly run of a ship with that many personnel in place and everyone's geared up all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe it is. Maybe I'm dead wrong.
Like, we have 5 people at this corridor.
But I was
Yeah,
like,
right.
holy cow, do not mess
I don't know,
with the Border Patrol.
it
Maybe that's true now, but I don't think it was previously.
I mean, if anything, it really made an argument that like Skynet should at least be implemented there. Like we could make one and put
It's
it
a good
there.
idea, Tom.
Yeah, like I think
If
that's
we've learned nothing else.
yeah, like that's
Let's implement Skynet.
Yes.
yes.
yeah, and then
Well-
have Skynet paint the wall black and we're set.
We'll
man.
name it. We'll name it something else for a different timeline. It's
Yeah,
fine.
We'll call it Legion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Genesis
Legion Black.
Legion. Like yeah. Like
Did you guys like the character of Grace. That's her name, right?
Eh.
She's all right.
Yeah, I didn't hate her,
Mhm.
you know. And again, I know that she got bad press at the time.
Did she?
Yeah,
I
my
don't
don't
remember
remember
that.
that.
I think people, well, not her herself, but the movie and
Mm.
what she's
Oh.
given to do in it ultimately. Not a great actress, but she doesn't have to be in this role. You know, if you do want to put, in my opinion, a woman in the role of protector, you do need to make her somewhat physically formidable. You know, 5 foot tall Danny ain't going to cut it in that role. Um, and you know, I think ultimately she did the best with what she was given to work with, and that character was fine overall.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any strong feelings about her one way or the other. Yeah.
One thing I do keep remembering as I watch these movies, especially when I feel like this character seems kind of empty, or there doesn't seem a lot there, or whatever, and maybe that's down to acting a lot of times. But then I think, well, what would I present like with the knowledge that I have of the horrors of, you know, the Judgment Day and all that stuff. So maybe it makes sense that they're more stoic and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, maybe it's stupid, but that pops in my brain when I'm watching them.
Fair. I think that's fair. Well, I mean, they're being chased by a pretty formidable Terminator, I'd say. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, essentially, it's two Terminators.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
for
can
real.
split itself into the nano stuff and the skeleton, which is like, you know, T-800 esque.
Yeah.
It's like a 1,000 and an 800 together.
Yes,
Like, yeah.
because it does. Like I think it was last episode. Tom was like, or somebody was like, "Oh, if it was the 1,000, it would have just been like, and like got right off that pole because
Oh, the liquid metal. Yeah.
yeah, the liquid metal. And in
Yeah.
this, you actually see it do stuff like that. It doesn't have to like it walks through the guardrail at one point.
Yeah.
So it is more 1,000 than it is 3,000.
Yeah.
Which I'd say the T1000 plus an 800 would be pretty fucking badass. Which this proves to be a very formidable foe, mind you.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, that's for sure.
It spends its whole movie chasing them, so you know you get to see sporadic fights periodically throughout the whole movie with it. Obviously, none of them can handle it by themselves. You know, whether it's Sarah or Arnold or Grace, none of them, you know, can handle it for long periods of time by themselves. Which leads us to the, you know, the big fight scene in the end where they're all together and the only person talking shit and everything is the only person that's completely worthless in the fight, and Danny.
Yeah.
I'm no longer running. Well, good for fucking you, so everybody can fight for you.
That was
Like,
that was-
okay, cool.
Yeah, that was her boss girl moment, Alex.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Like, I've now grown up. Meh. Like, it's like that's like that's what I heard. Like,
Why she literally hides behind Grace, and then when Grace engages, then she hides behind Sarah.
yeah,
And I'm like, then why are you talking? That's almost like you know, Ray talking shit to Barry and expecting Tom to stop Barry from getting up. Like, dude, what are we doing here?
go Barry.
Yeah.
No one can drive a wedge between
From
you and
Russia
Ray.
with love.
Oh man. And I'll be honest with you, I really wasn't that super impressed with the fight at the end either. I mean, it was an okay fight. I'm not saying the fight was bad. It was an okay fight, but like, would that really have taken that Terminator out, putting it in a turbine? We've seen much worse happen to
Yeah, I was kinda
to
wondering that.
Terminators.
That didn't take him out.
It seems
Yeah,
to have
it's true. It didn't
destroyed
completely take him
the
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like because he's true. Yeah, like that. Like because that was the thing. Is like throughout all this, like every time they thought they did it, it's like you still didn't do it and all that. Like it still took Arnold sacrificing himself and everything really ultimately to do
Well,
it.
apparently Arnold and Grace.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like.
Well, I mean,
But
if-
once again, that was Grace's whole point and everything, which I think she kind of even realized it to a degree what her role in the time sequence is. To where like, oh no, like I am supposed to like sacrifice for this moment type.
By the
thing.
way, did that not just scream you're a fucking Terminator? If you have a
Yeah.
power source inside you,
Mm-hmm.
like you're a Terminator, you're not a human.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a fair point.
definitely.
Like she's very adamant throughout the whole movie that she is not a Terminator.
I'm enhanced.
But yeah, I mean, then you
It's
end
the
up at the
makeup
end of
argument
this
just in the
with
future, Ray.
Arnold and Grace both
Like-
dead,
It is.
and Sarah and Danny forming a old school, new school team up.
Which I don't mind. I would, like I said, I wouldn't mind seeing a couple of ventures at that. You know.
Sure,
Well-
season 2 of the Connor Chronicles or whatever it's
Well,
called.
I mean-
Connor Chronicles.
Mm.
I mean, I'm not against it. You watch away, everybody, but
Just don't give me that Grace character. Just give those two some
I
weapons.
mean, at least
you
you get
know?
closure that she dies. Like, there's
Yeah,
there's
we-
that. Like,
Yeah, we can kill Sarah at the end
Yeah.
or something.
I did have something that popped up in the movie that I was like, what is this? What I think yeah, it's definitely this movie where a military guy
yes.
meets up with
Yes.
Sarah Connor and
Mhm.
is like, hey,
Oh,
here's
yeah.
a nuclear weapon, right?
No, it's an
There's a-
EMP.
It's an
EMP,
EMP, yeah.
It's still pretty
electromagnetic
bad, but
yeah.
Yeah,
And I don't commit treason for just anybody.
right.
Like, but then he gets shot, so and
Yeah. So, I mean, that's quite a thing to do.
There's definitely
So-
a story there.
So
what
is there a
what does she-
backstory to
what does
this?
she have on him?
I assume she rescued him from a Terminator, but that was just my guess.
Okay, so this isn't something that I should know
No.
based
No,
on.
'cause we didn't
yeah,
know it
no,
either.
Yeah, we
Right.
all, yeah, this, yeah.
Now, I assume that one of the coordinates that Arnold sent her to destroy an incoming Terminator, he was there in some
Yeah.
capacity.
Hmm,
But that's completely my own imagination.
makes as much sense as anything. All right. Thought I'd missed something.
Mhm.
Nope, you're right there with
Well,
him,
and then he gives them a cargo plane.
Right. Well, as
Well, they
one
more-
as one does.
Yeah, they more
Yeah.
take it out of necessity, but yeah, like,
No, he tells the other people to get off of it.
Mhm.
They have permission to take this. Hey, he's like, and I'll cover for you guys. Like,
Yeah.
like he's
because they have to, because the old boy's chasing him in a helicopter, like, or what? Yeah, he was in a he was in another. He commandeered another one.
yeah. At that point, he was in a helicopter. Yeah,
Well,
because we crashed the drone, and then he got a helicopter, and then he ends up in a plane here shortly after that. The refueling plane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a little early, aren't you? Like,
Mm-hmm. And I like how he takes out the jets, the fighter jets, just by ramming them.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, catch him off guard. Like,
but anybody else have anything?
They had a nice little quick little water fight. What was it, at the dam or whatever? The underwater.
Oh, the underwater fight
Yeah.
That
between,
wasn't too bad. I like
between
that.
the Rev 9 and Arnold.
Yeah,
it's different.
Carl.
Yeah, Carl. Every time somebody says the name Carl, I just swing back to The Walking Dead and
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Carl. Carl.
It's not who I think of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. No, and then and Arnold gets his arm ripped off.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why he's one armed in the final fight, swinging his little tool there. I'm not sure what
His
that
little
was.
tool. That's what she said.
No, their relationship wasn't fit.
That's right. But there was a night.
All right, I'm out of notes, guys.
Yeah, I don't got nothing.
All right, well, I think that wraps up our movie discussion.
It's really funny too because this really just tells me like these movies, if they made some money, super. The actors,
Yeah.
all the people involved. I hope they made some money. But man, these last two movies, like they probably just didn't really need to be made at all.
Oh, worldwide,
Just
they
had
made
the
about
R&D
80 million over their movie budget.
Yeah,
I just looked it up.
they just didn't have any stories to tell.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's-
and here's my thing: people come back to series to because they care about characters or things going on in the movies. You completely changed the storyline and got rid of majority of the characters.
Mhm.
So like that's a hard thing to pull off for any movie series.
Yeah.
Like you're introducing a whole bunch of characters and expecting us to care about them. We don't.
while at the same time saying, well, maybe this won't even matter.
Yeah,
At
You
that
know?
point, you're saying it definitely won't matter.
Yeah,
right, yeah, exactly.
You're
That's a good
you're
point.
basically just riding on Arnold.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what it
Yeah.
is. Like the whole franchise, like I said, well, like what Alex just said, like he's the only one in all the movies,
Mm-hmm.
like, and you're following more or less like different versions of the same Terminator and all throughout it. You're just humanizing him more for the audience's sake.
Yeah.
Like, because you're trying to keep that audience coming back because he's all you got.
Remember Arnold?
Mhm.
Yeah,
You
that's-
like it, right?
Yeah,
And we do.
like,
Yes.
hey, he smiles in this one. Like, just like,
All right. Well, I think that'll lead us into rankings, and let's rank a Terminator.
Bring it up here.
The Rev 9 is our only Terminator in this movie, I believe. That's new. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I think the Rev 9 is pretty formidable.
It is, yeah.
Like I said, we have the T1000 at 2, and it is a 1000. They can split themselves into half to be essentially 1,800.
Well,
I think going just off of formidability, it's 1.
Yeah, I was actually going to say 1, to be honest with
say
you.
1. Yeah, I could probably get on board with that. I mean, it's like 2 and 1.
yeah, I was arguing like after you said 1 and 2, just because really the weaponry in 1, it was downplayed so much. Like, if you can make shooting weapons, it should have been so easy for you just to kill humans. Like
Which one are we talking about here?
The TX.
the TX.
Oh, the TX, yeah.
I'm going by the ranking numbers. I'm not going to say the name. So yeah, like if we're looking at 1 and all that, you know, the X, it can make firing weapons, which should have made the killing so much easier, especially a future laser weapon. You can hack into current day machinery, any types. Like, it should have been way easier, but like the fact that the Rev 9 can split into 2 different Terminators with different abilities and different weaknesses even. Like, I think that's a pretty invaluable thing, because it seems like you still have the hacking abilities and everything from the TX. The only thing we don't get is the projectile weaponry is all.
Yeah, he could definitely could hack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we even see him pick up a gun and use it.
No.
Mostly just
Yeah, I
using
don't think it-
blades.
yeah.
The
The Rev 9.
Yeah.
he does at one point. He takes a gun off the floor at the beginning of the movie, maybe, or off of a cop, I think, or something like that.
Okay.
I don't know for sure,
It could be true.
but regardless, I'm fine with placing them. I thought it was fine enough. I don't think it's ever going to be anywhere near as iconic as the T1000 or the T800, but
No.
that's
No,
fine.
definitely not.
Whatever.
No. It's definitely not as iconic. I mean, to be honest with you, I may never watch this movie again.
Yeah.
And I'll watch, I'll see the T1000 and the T800, multiple times the rest of my life. Yeah, so that makes our final Terminator rankings. At number 10, the T600. At number 9, the T1. At number 8, the Theta. At number 7, the T5000. At number 6, the T3000. At number 5, the T800. At number 4, the T850. At number 3, the T1000. At number 2, the TX. And reigning in at number 1 is the Rev 9. I don't know that I would have suspected that a Terminator from a movie I hadn't seen yet would be number 1 at the end, but
Yeah.
it was a worthy adversary. Yeah, I think we can move on to the movies now.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go ahead and get this out of the way. I think this is number 6.
Yep.
I'm not going to fuss over that.
Yeah, that's where it belongs. Like I said, I mean, like,
fucking put it there.
it's one of those things. Like, that's what's so bad. Like, it's one of those, like, I just don't care enough about the movie to even like think badly of it.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's one of those things. Like, it could just been a series, like, or just like a couple episodes. Like I said, it wasn't bad content, but it was a bad movie.
That's very funny. I'm sorry. Aside from 1 and 2, which obviously are flip flopped.
Yes.
And I
Yeah.
do, and I think
Yeah.
T1 is better than T2. That's my personal opinion, but it doesn't matter.
Thank you,
It's
Barry.
funny.
Where were you
It's
on
funny
this?
how
God
they
damn it all!
running. I was there.
Were you? Oh,
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, we lost.
Yeah.
That's funny. The order is the order.
Yeah.
Largely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even. Yeah.
Yeah, other than the first two movies, they go in order. Yeah.
Well, not our list, Barry.
No, not my list.
That being said, yeah, we're at 6 was 6, 5 was 5, 4 was 4, 3 was 3, 1 was 2, and Terminator 2 was number 1. So yeah, it's very close to the exact order the movies came out. And that being said, that wraps up Terminator movies.
Oh no.
This is exactly kind of how I thought. I pictured it going in my head. I was really into the first couple movies. I got a couple of like decent surprises where I was like, "Oh, this is better than I thought it was going to be," But for the most part, it kind of drug towards the end.
But viewers, if you want some other Terminator content that's probably better than the 4 through 6, go watch the Sarah Connor Chronicles, which is a TV show. And there's also a Terminator anime that just came out, and I think that's on Netflix, which is pretty decent.
I have heard that.
Interesting.
Yeah. So go check those out if you want a little more extra Terminator stuff.
Alrighty. Well, we appreciate you tuning in for the Terminator 6 episode. We would appreciate you tuning in next week for our Terminator outro episode. We'll wrap up this season for everyone. And just a reminder to tune in next season for Jurassic Park. And thanks for tuning in to Blockbuster Bums.